move on to documentary collection, also called bill for collection. In documentary collection, banks are involved, but banks do not give obligation. Banks are only channel for transmitting document and collecting payment. Documentary collection is a transaction whereby the exporter entrusts the collection of payment to the remitting bank, the exporter's bank, which send document to the collecting bank, the importer's bank, along with the instruction for payment. Funds are received from the importer and remitted to the exporter through the bank that is involved in the transaction in exchange for those documents. Although banks do act as facilitator for trade for this kind of client, but banks do not offer verification of documents, and banks' obligation is limited in the event of non-payment. In established relationship, because payment will come later on after shipment, so it is applicable in established relationship, and it has to be in a stable market. The exporter is exposed to more risk because documentary collection terms are more convenient and cheaper than letter of credit. Exporter is exposed to risk of non-payment if importer becomes insolvent. Bank assistance in obtaining payment is a merit. The process is simple, fast, and less costly than letter of credit. The demerit is that bank role is limited because they do not guarantee payment, and banks do not verify the accuracy of documents. Now, let me say something. As risky as you think that open account is, it is interesting to note that 85% of trade in the world are done on open account. What does that suggest to you about world trade? World trade is done on trust. Do you know the value of world trade? World trade is about $18 trillion. The total GDP of the world is about over 80 trillion, but trade is about almost $19 trillion, 18 point something trillion dollars. 85% of that, that's over 15 trillion, is done on open account. Now, most trade transactions that don't open account also have even though they are doing it on trust, but the people are not doing blind trust. They have a rep at destination. Sometimes they look for export credit insurance to protect themselves. Let's see how bill for collection works. Exporter ship the goods, send document to Jaiz Bank in Nigeria. Jaiz Bank send document to Bank of China. Bank of China release document to the importer in China. Because it is sight, the bank debit the account of the importer immediately. Importer can then go to the port to clear the goods, but the Bank of China send money to Jaiz Bank for the payment, and the account of the exporter is credited. There's another type called bill for collection tenor. Bill for collection is of two types. There is bill for collection site. There is bill for collection tenor. Let's see the tenor. Exporter ship the goods, send document to a bank. His bank send document to the importer's bank. Importer's bank give the importer a bill of exchange. Importer sign the bill of exchange, and then document is given to the importer. The importer goes to the port and clear the goods. 30 days, 90 days, 180 days after the importer pay, and the importer's bank send document to Jaiz Bank, and the account of the exporter is credited. Now, documentary collection dishonor. Importer may decide that for one reason or the other, he doesn't want the goods and refuse to pay for them. The dispute can be referred to case of need. Who is a case of need? A case of need is an agent of the exporter or nominee of the exporter in the importer's country who may be able to assist in resolving dispute. That's the representative I talked about. The exporter may elect to institute legal action to recover money due to defaulting buyers by protesting dishonored documentary collection. Protesting is ineffective if importer has sound reason for not paying, such as non-compliance with contract on the part of the exporter, errors in documentation, or alleged fraud. The drawee cannot be found. Protesting is ineffective if the good ship is back. Protesting is ineffective if drawee, the importer, cannot be found. Protesting is ineffective if the importer does not have money to pay. The exporter may face the problem of either reselling the goods in importer's country, re-exporting them, or repatriating them. There are some important points to note as a bank. Bank deal in financial and commercial documents are not included. any defect in goods must be resolved between the importer and the exporter on the basis of contract of sales. Bank is not concerned with or liable for any breach of the term of contract of sales and purchase or any underlying commercial contract relative to the transaction. The bank is not qualified to express an opinion whether the parties to the contract have performed as agreed. The bank is not liable for errors, omissions, or delay in transmission arising from circumstances beyond its control.